Welcome to Heatwaves versus Cold Spells. The paradox of climate variability, where we unravel the complexities of climate extremes in our changing world. As global temperatures climb, we see heatwaves becoming more frequent and severe, but cold spells still pose significant threats. This video will explore how climate change results in unpredictable weather patterns, from the behavior of the jet stream to the impacts on human health and economies. Join us as we examine the dual challenges of extreme heat and unexpected cold, and discover how these phenomena shape our planet's future. 1. Heatwaves are becoming more frequent and intense. As the Earth's climate warms, heatwaves are becoming a more common and severe occurrence. These prolonged periods of extreme heat are not just uncomfortable, they pose serious health risks. Vulnerable populations, such as the elderly and those with underlying health conditions, are particularly at risk. The rise in global temperatures is attributed to human activities like burning fossil fuels, which increase greenhouse gas concentrations in the atmosphere. This results in heatwaves that last longer and reach temperatures that are higher than ever before. The consequences are not limited to health, they also affect our environment and economy. Heatwaves are a clear indicator of the ongoing changes in our climate. 2. Cold spells are still a threat. Despite the general trend of global warming, cold spells remain a significant threat. These short-term weather events can bring sudden drops in temperature, catching people and systems off guard. In some regions, particularly during winter months, cold spells can become even more extreme. This paradoxical situation is a result of complex interactions in the Earth's climate system. While the average global temperature is rising, local weather patterns can still produce cold extremes. This highlights the importance of being prepared for both heatwaves and cold spells, as both can occur in a warming world. 3. Global warming doesn't mean warmer winters everywhere. Global warming is often misunderstood as a uniform increase in temperatures across the globe. However, it does not guarantee milder winters in every region. In fact, some areas, particularly in the northern hemisphere, might experience colder winters. Disruptions in atmospheric circulation patterns, such as the Arctic Oscillation, can lead to these cold anomalies. It's like a seesaw effect, where warming in one area can cause cooling in another. This complexity is a hallmark of climate variability, where warming trends coexist with occasional cold spells, challenging our understanding and preparedness for climate impacts. 4. The jet stream's role in extreme. The jet stream, a high-altitude air current, plays a crucial role in determining weather patterns. As the climate changes, the behavior of the jet stream becomes less predictable. It can lead to prolonged periods of extreme weather, whether that's intense heat or severe cold. The jet stream's waviness can cause heat waves when it traps warm air, and cold spells when it allows frigid polar air to spill southward. Understanding the jet stream's behavior is key to predicting and preparing for these extreme weather events. It's a dynamic element in the climate system that exemplifies the unpredictability of climate variability. 5. Impact on human health. Both heatwaves and cold spells pose significant health challenges. Heatwaves can lead to dehydration, heat stroke, and cardiovascular issues, primarily affecting the elderly and those with health conditions. On the other hand, cold spells can increase the risk of hypothermia and frostbite, as well as cardiovascular strain due to cold stress. The human body is not well equipped to handle extreme temperatures, be it hot or cold. Health systems must be prepared to address the different challenges posed by these weather extremes, which can strain resources and require adaptive strategies to protect vulnerable populations. 6. Economic costs of heatwaves. Heatwaves bring with them substantial economic costs. Agriculture suffers as crops wilt under the scorching sun, leading to reduced yields and income losses for farmers. Energy consumption spikes as air conditioning becomes a necessity, driving up electricity bills. Productivity takes a hit as outdoor work becomes hazardous, affecting industries like construction and agriculture. The healthcare system also faces increased pressure due to heat-related illnesses. Economies need to adapt to these challenges, investing in infrastructure and technologies that can mitigate the impact of heat waves and support resilience against climate extremes. 7. Cold spells can disrupt energy systems. Cold spells, though less frequent, can have a dramatic impact on energy systems. The demand for heating soars, putting immense pressure on energy infrastructure. Regions unprepared for such cold events can experience failures, as seen during the 2021 Texas winter storm. This storm led to widespread power outages and water supply issues, highlighting the vulnerability of energy systems to extreme cold. The costs of such disruptions can be enormous, affecting homes, businesses, and critical services. Building resilient energy systems that can withstand both heat waves and cold spells is crucial in a changing climate. 8. Heat waves affect ecosystems and wildlife. Ecosystems and wildlife are not immune to the impacts of heat waves. Prolonged heat can lead to droughts, wildfires, and reduced water availability, all of which stress plant and animal life. Wildlife may struggle to find food and water, leading to population declines. In contrast, cold spells can freeze habitats and result in crop and livestock losses. These events disrupt the delicate balance of ecosystems, threatening biodiversity. Conservation efforts must consider the dual threats of heat waves and cold spells to protect and preserve our natural world in the face of climate change. 9. Urban heat island effect. Cities are particularly vulnerable to heat waves due to the urban heat island effect. Human activities and infrastructure, such as buildings and roads, trap heat, making urban areas hotter than their rural surroundings. This effect is exacerbated during heat waves, putting city dwellers at greater risk. The lack of green spaces in many cities means there are fewer natural cooling areas, impacting poorer neighborhoods the most. Urban planning must address this issue by incorporating green spaces, reflective materials, and efficient cooling systems to mitigate the impacts of heat waves and improve urban resilience. 10. Climate change drives both extreme. Climate change is a driver of both heat waves and cold spells, creating a paradox of climate variability. While the world warms, extreme cold events can still occur due to shifting atmospheric patterns and ocean currents. Disruptions in the polar vortex can lead to cold air spilling into lower latitudes, causing severe cold spells. This unpredictability challenges our perceptions of climate change, emphasizing the need for comprehensive preparedness strategies. Understanding that a warming world can still experience cold extremes is key to adapting to the realities of climate variability and its impacts.